is way too much information to remember for the APUS final.
I'm never going to remember all of this.
We're all going to fail the final. Mr. Vega's going to hate us all.
He already hates us all.
Not even the Bright Club could help us now.
Guys.
What?
I came up with a very, extremely, super, secret, top secret way for us to study for the APUS final.
What is it?
I built a time machine.
Liar!
What did they? Fantastic!
Tomato.
Liar.
Okay, everyone, get into the time machine.
Anna, that's my dad's closet.
Anna, have you been smoking something?
It's so crazy. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
1, 2, 3, fantastic! Anna, you think you're crazy?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, get to the time machine before I go Preston Brooks on all of you. Senator Andrew Butler is a
How dare you insult my uncle, the most popular member of the Senate?
Let's do it!
Anna, what have you been doing in my dad's closet?
nothing. Now brace yourselves.
Or if you say so.
I said brace yourselves. Do you guys know what year it is?
It's 1757. Do you know what that means?
They were dead!
No.
Oh. What is it? It means that this is the year that William Pitts becomes Secretary of State. Everyone knows that. Let's go interview him!
Yeah.
Let's do it! Oh.
Let's do it.
It's so different! Whoa.
So, Mr. Pitt, please tell us about the French and Indian War.
It was a war of the French versus the British and American colonists. Most Indians sided with the French, while the Iroquois sided with the British. The war started due to dispute over the Ohio River Valley. Well, Britain won because I was Secretary of State. I provided generous fundings and hired competent generals. Before I became Secretary of State, idiots such as Braddock were leading the war.
Yes, sir.
Get a cup of tea for my friend over here. She keeps blushing in my presence. So, where were we?
What were the results of the war, Secretary of State Pitt?
If I could remember, economically, the atrocious Americans had to do their part by paying 1/3 of the cost. We made them pay small taxes such as the Stamp Act and the Sugar Act, but after a couple of months we had to repeal the Stamp Act due to pesky groups such as the Sons and Daughters of Liberty. Then this drunkard in Parliament named Townshend enforced this tax, a tea tax. The Americans didn't like that.
Take that, Champion Charlie.
Take that, George III!
Take that, Jefferson Davis!
Anna, he was a president for the Confederate States during the Civil War.
Anna has been really smoking something. Fantastic party! Yeah, that was a disaster. Anyways, the war resulted in Britain's domination of colonization in the New World. And ideologically, it resulted in the Americans building a sense of self-identity and unity against Britain. Oh, will that be all? Well, hip hip cheerio. Hey there, it's Ryan Seacrest from
102.7 Kiss a Man.
Today we are going to be playing Kiss a Man with our 2 bachelors. John Smith, I'm absolutely perfect. And our 2nd bachelor, smoker addict, John Rolfe. And who is the bachelorette, you say? Well, it's the lovely Pocahontas.
Whoa, sexy mama!
Now we'll be asking these 2 men questions to see which one fit Pocahontas' requirement. John Smith, in what ways did you save the colony, Jamestown?
Well, I was born.
Well, Well, let me say it then. John Smith, he rationed out food by work and made good relations with the Indians. So, John Ralph, you saved the economy in what way?
Yes, I introduced the cash crop of tobacco, and that is how I saved the economy of Jamestown and allowed it to flourish.
Cool. Attractive. So, Pocahontas, which one of these bachelors do you pick?
I pick John.
Oh, Pocahontas. You and me together forever. Love feast.
But all things I did for you. I combed my hair. I'm so tan. Don't you remember that time?
I have to marry John Ralph to make peace with our families. Plus, he's rich.
You will die.
Hey, look, it's Ulysses S. Grant and Robert E. Lee.
We should interview them for our documentary.
For sure, let's go.
Would you like to do an interview for a documentary that we're doing?
Lisi, the pretty lady said something.
Oh, she like my daughter. Why would I want to do a documentary with you? Because you'd be remembered as two of the greatest generals in American history.
Well, in that case, let's do it. Follow my lead. Move out the way, folks.
Out of you two generals, who is better?
Of course, I was better. I was victorious at the Battle of Vicksburg along the Mississippi River. Yeah.
What about the Battle of Shiloh? You fell miserably there.
No, I didn't.
Well, of course, you're too drunk to even remember.
Oh, yeah? Well, I brought you down at Appomattox courthouse. You were crying like a little teen girl. And mommy, I will not survive. Boo! I am a loser.
Well, the South won at the first and second Battle of Bull Run, and I brought down Hooker, George, and Burnside.
Whoa.
Yeah, we lost, so what?
We only lost today. I lost at Fredericksburg.
The Joker. I lost at the Chancellor Dale.
Hey, Burnside.
Whoa! How did they get there?
Oh, I wish I knew.
How did the Civil War start and how did it end?
Well, South Carolina split, and then incompetent generals such as Lee over here, they fired up Fort Sumter. But we Northerners, we fought to preserve the Union and to save the children of the future.
Shut your yap, you northern lumberjack. After the Battle of Antietam, Abraham Lincoln announced his Emancipation Proclamation, which made the war not about preserving the Union, but about freeing the slaves.
And then, of course, we Northerners, we won. Yeah? Do you want me to reconstruct your face, Lee?
No, no! I haven't picked this boat. You let me lay your feet on your Mississippi.
So, President Lincoln, what happened to your head?
Well, it was April 14th, 1865. I was watching a play at the Ford's Theater when John Wilkes Booth.
Did you see the fireworks last night?
Oh no, Abe, I didn't.
It was like...
I don't want to talk about it.
Understandable. Next!
We're up 17 president here. Andrew Johnson. Hit me up.
Okay, Andrew Johnson, explain Reconstruction.
Let me tell you. Reconstruction was a time period during which we brought the Confederates back into the Union after the Civil War. President Abraham Lincoln and I pursued a policy of amnesty but radicals in Congress wanted to reform the South socially and economically. They also wanted the South to accept the 14th Amendment, in which they granted blacks full citizenship before they integrated.
What was the Reconstruction Act?
The Reconstruction Act was where we divided the South into 5 military districts and placed a general in each in order to keep the South in order.
How did Reconstruction wane?
Well, it began to wane because the Reconstruction only began to benefit the blacks, and when that happened, violent groups such as the KKK rose up.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be.
Well, that's all I remember. George Washington, get your butt over here.
Wait, George Washington? Why are we going from President 17 to number 1? This is so out of sequence, it's not even funny. Who wrote this? Anna, what have you been smoking?
Your face is so out of sequence it's not even funny.
Well then.
Yo, I'm George Washington, and I'm the dominant leader. I was the first U.S. president, and I know you'll be eager to find that I was part of the U.S. military. And because of my accomplishments, they call me the father of our country. Grew up in the aristocratic family, part of the Anglican Church Board in the Virginia colony, known as a wise man with great commanding ability. But so many wars out of the ordinary. Got the French and Indian War and the American Revolutionary, led the Continental Forces, and oversaw Jay's Treaty. When the farmers rose up in the Whiskey Rebellion, I had to stop them now because it wasn't no exception. I was also present in the Constitutional Convention, helped draft the Constitution because I liked the Articles of Confederation. In 1789, I was chosen by the Electoral College, and once I was president, I prevented rival factions. And in my inauguration on April 30, 1793, I passed the Proclamation of Neutrality. Made it a years in office before my farewell address, and yeah, I know they must be impressed when you see my face on the cash money, the pretty face on the quarter and dollar bill. Yep, that's me. Throughout my life, I went through some inconveniences. One of them was my wooden teeth, but became 1799, December 14. I was really sick, and they came to see me. I may be gone, but I'm still the big G, because I made it through the past. Now I'm down in history, and the rest fall back because they got nothing on me. Nobody can surpass my famous legacy.